Hello, hello. We're back again. Chapter 7 today of Genesis. All right. Yesterday, when we were reading chapter 6, we heard a little bit more about Noah and the sin of man that's going down on planet Earth at that point in time. We hear about the sons of God, who may or may not have been angels that came down from heaven to have children with human women, and how bad that is. So let's go ahead and continue on into chapter 7, starting with verse 1. Adonai said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you alone in this generation are righteous before me. Of every clean animal you are to take 7 couples." So hear this. When it says 2 by 2, yes, they were going up 2 by 2, but it wasn't just 2 of one animal. Here we start to see a distinction between clean animals and unclean animals. Of every clean animal, you are to take 7 couples. So 7 couples, that's 14 of every clean animal. Now, you won't learn about what makes an animal clean until Leviticus. And I know a lot of my brothers and sisters like to think that if something is unclean, that means it's bad. No. God made all animals, and God said that all animals are good, right? But he did not say that all animals are clean. There's a difference between that. Anyway, and of the animals that are not clean, 1 couple. Also, of the birds in the air, take 7 couples, in order to preserve their species throughout the earth. For in 7 more days I will cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. I will wipe out every living thing that I have made from the face of the earth. Noah did all that Adonai ordered him to do. So, all the clean animals, he took 7 couples. All of the birds, he took 7 couples. And all of the unclean animals, he only took 1 couple. Now, why is that? If his family is going to be eating animals, which God is going to allow them to do after the flood, and we'll get to that in a later chapter, then if they're eating, if they eat the 1 pair of animals, then they're not going to be able to, repopulate fast enough. On top of that, his whole family him by himself couldn't just eat 1 whole animal. Anyway, let's continue on. Where we at? Noah was 600 years old when the water flooded the earth. Noah went into the ark with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives because of the flood waters. Of clean animals, of animals that are not clean, of birds, and of everything that creeps on the ground, couples, male and female, went into Noah in the ark as God had ordered. After 7 days, the water flooded the earth. On the 17th day of the 2nd month of the 600th year of Noah's life, all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the sky were open. It rained on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. So we see that when it started to rain, it was a downpour, right? A crazy downpour. And on top of that, there was water shooting up from the ground. So not only was, heaven opened, right? But the earth was also open too. So it was water coming in from both ways. Nowhere to escape. On that same day, Noah entered the ark with Shem, Ham, Yafet, the sons of Noah, Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons accompanying them. They and every animal of every species, all the livestock of every species, every animal that creeps on the ground of every species, and every bird of every species, all sorts of winged creatures. They went into Noah in the ark, couples from every kind of living thing that breathes. Those that entered went in male and female. See, it's male and female again, instead of male and male or female and female. Obviously, that reason is for reproduction, right? How are you supposed to populate if you're with the same sex? You see what I'm saying? Anyway, from every kind of living being as God had ordered them, and Adonai shut him inside. The flood was 40 days on the earth. The water grew higher and floated the ark so that it was lifted up off the earth. The water overflowed the earth and grew deeper until the ark floated on the surface of the water. The water overpowered the earth mightily. All the high mountains under the entire sky were covered. The water covered the mountains by more than 22.5 feet. So think of the highest mountain, right? And I don't remember which mountain that is. It may be Mount Everest or some other mountain, but water was over that mountain by at least 20 feet. At least 20 feet, which is crazy to think about. The tallest mountain, right, was still covered by water, or over 20 feet of water. That's crazy. Ain't nobody swimming. All living beings that moved on the earth perished. Birds, livestock, other animals, insects, and every human being. Everything in whose nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life. Whatever was on dry land died. He wiped out every living thing on the surface of the ground, not only human beings, but livestock, creeping animals, and birds in the air. They were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah was left, along with those who were with him in the ark. The water held power over the earth for 150 days. So, yeah, that's the end of chapter 7. When God wants you dead, man, you're it's gonna happen. And he doesn't just kill people to kill people. It's a shame that all those people died, but I don't know. I'm sure, God used Noah to try and talk to these people and be like, hey guys, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this evil that we're doing. And they're just like, nah, bro, we don't know what you're talking about. Now, obviously, there were descendants of Cain that were living around this time, and if they're anything like these sons of God, they were probably doing bad things too. So it wasn't just demigods, Nephilim running around and doing evil. It was regular old people too, but we kind of knew that. Anyway, I will see you guys later on today for Genesis chapter 8. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.